Hey, what's up, my people? So, are you trying to move to the US? Do you have like a fiance in the US? Do you have like your husband in the US? So, there's this visa called a K1 visa. K1 visa allows you to move to the US very easily, and it's the one of the most easiest visa to get compared to other visas. It's gonna take like 18 months to 2 years, but if you have like the well documentation with your documents, it can take even 6 months. So you can easily move to the US with this visa. And there are some things you should consider before trying to apply for this K1 visa. Questions to ask before you try to move to the US with this kind of visa. Number one, the income. You should know the income of your spouse living in the US. How much they earn, how much they pay rent. Yeah, you need to ask their income, because if you are living below poverty line in the US poverty line, they also have their poverty line. Like you should earn amount. Let's say like $5,000 every month. I think you are above poverty line. If you're earning less, you are below poverty line. Because of why? Because it's gonna take a while before your things are in order, before you upgrade your life after moving to the US. It's gonna take like, because you are given like a 3 month visa, so that when you move to the US, you can now get married in the US. Maybe it's a fiance living in the US, so you have to get married before that time elapsed. 3 months. If you don't get married within 3 months, you have to come back to your country. Now, you are in Kenya, you are trying to apply for this visa, K1 visa. There are questions you need to ask about the income, because it's going to take a while before you upgrade your life. You're going to be living with this person in your house, yeah, in his house or in her house, yeah, in the US. So you're going to be living with them for like 3 months, no working, no nothing. You're just there chilling, eating, drinking, pay, and they are paying their bills, because you find that you'll be living like two people in the house, and they are paying the rent and everything. So you must be very careful. And then the background check, criminal record, because if you have a criminal record in the US, it's gonna take you like it's gonna be like you are limited to employment, so you cannot get enough jobs because you have criminal records. If maybe the SA, I've told you about it, the harassment, and then you are taken to court and everything like that, and then you are taken to jail, and then when you come back, getting employed sometimes it's hard. You find people on the streets, they are saying that they were in jail and there's no employment. There's employment in the US, but if you are in jail and then criminal records, and then too much stuff going on, so you must be very careful. Go ask them like if they have criminal records, because it's hard getting employed if you have criminal records, yeah? And then ask them if they file tax. If you don't file tax, my friend, it's gonna be hard, yeah. It's gonna be hard for those people living in the US to petition about your visa here in Kenya or in Burundi or in Rwanda. So you need to be very careful with file tax, yeah. And then ask them where they live, yeah, because accommodation is very expensive in the US. You find that people, they are 40 years, they are still living with their parents. They are 40 years, they are still living with their siblings in the same house. So you must be very careful, and you must know that if you go there and you are living with the mother-in-law in the same house, it's going to be difficult for you to maneuver, because mother-in-laws, they are very and then maybe he is white or she's white and you are from Africa. Maybe she doesn't like people from Africa. So you must be very careful with this. Ask them, are you living with your parents? Are you living with your siblings? So that they can maybe try to move out before you arrive in the US, so that you can be in the same house together, just two people, so that you can start your own family. Then ask them if they have kids, yeah, in the US, because child support will affect their income. Child support, I've told you, even in Germany, child support will affect your income, because you have to be, you get your income, but they deduct everything and then you remain with nothing. If they have kids, I have seen men who have like 3 kids, 4 kids outside, and they want to marry. So you must know that your husband's salary will be deducted until the kids are 18 years. So you need to be very careful, and then you need to ask them. And then ask them if they have like student loan, yeah, if they have like mortgage, yeah, car insurance, because they'll be earning a lot of money, but at the end of the month, what comes to your bank account is too little for you to survive, two of you. Yeah, so you have to be very careful before you move to the US, and then and know that if your expenditure is higher than your income, there's a problem. There's always a problem. You start fighting, and you'll have moved to the US for like 3 months, no job, no nothing. You cannot work until you get the social insurance number or whatever before you get the green card and everything, so you can go to school maybe, or you can start working. So be very careful with this. And then another thing, people with criminal records, let me explain. Yeah, they cannot petition your visa. Yeah, very, very, very difficult to petition their visa. Like, I know this guy and this guy. And then again, before you apply for K1 visa, there are some things you need to put into place. Like you need to have your birth certificate. You need to have like a proof that you guys you've met like twice within 24 months. Yeah, so you need to have like pictures and everything. A lot is. I think I'll make a video about it. Yeah, so that you can understand about the requirements for K1 visa, and then ask them if they are toxic or narcissists, because a lot of people in America they have mental issues. You find that they are very good and sweet to you when they're in Africa. Once you move to the US, because I have a friend. He got married to the American in 2014. And this guy, when he moved to the US, it was so good. He was on social media, posting pictures. All of a sudden, the guy went offline. No Instagram, no Facebook, no nothing. Yeah, because he got married to a narcissist woman who told her that I've kept you in the US. So what you need to do, you need to come out from the social media and stay your life here. So you find that he's not even talking to the parents, not talking to the siblings, not talking to the... It's hard, yeah? Because they are narcissists. Even women are narcissists. They are very toxic. So you need to be very, very careful with these kind of men or partners, yeah? So ask them, yeah? Or if you see like they are toxic or narcissist, please just leave it, because your peace of mind is very important than the K1 visa to the US. But for us, because of the situation back at home, yeah, you realize that you don't have anything. You cannot even put food on the table. You are just excited to move to the US so that you can work and support your family. So you just go, and then you move in with an assist, and then later you realize that your life is in a lingo. So be very, very, very careful about these questions. You need to ask them, yeah? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.